What is the physical methods we are using for breaking the food? Can anybody say? What is the physical methods we are using? Tell me, what is the physical methods we are using for this one, this food, breaking this food? Suppose I'm eating chapati. Is it I am directly swallowing before going to the stomach?
Chewing, sir.
Sir, we will chew, sir. Chewing.
Chew, sir. Chewing.
No, I am chewing and I am grinding here itself. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All of you. So that is the reason, understanding. So we people are most of every animal, it can use physical methods as well as understanding chemical methods for breaking up this food. For example, if we take the physical methods including chewing, understanding, we people chewing first, later you can see we people completely, like suppose you are eating something like groundnuts and all, we people grinding also. Is it yes or no? In mouth itself,
Yes,
we
sir.
will chewing and grounding, understanding, grinding the food in mouth, and later in the form of small, still it is complex. It will go inside the stomach. Now, in the stomach inside, a chemical methods in the sense of, for example, digestive juices called as enzymes. Have you remembered?
Yes, sir. Enzyme.
Secreted by our digestive system. Understand? For the food by the body itself. So that process is called as what? Releasing enzymes and making that. For example, bile juice and all. Do you remember it or not?
Yes,
Or
sir.
no? Chemical process. So if you take the food and if you chewing and grinding, then that is called as under physical process. Once that food will go inside our body, and so there our body itself will release so many kind of digestive juices, which we used to call as enzymes. Digestive juices, which we used to call as enzymes. So that is only called as a chemical methods. So this is only called as what we should call digestion. What we should call?
Digestion.
Digestion. So if digestion is over, next who is that?
Absorption.
Absorption. Understanding. Dina is saying HCl, pepsin, mucus, yes sir. Trypsin, pepsin and all. That is will come. What kind of enzymes is releasing? What is the functioning of that? What is pepsin? What is trypsin? That is all will come. We will study that. Understanding. So you don't need to worry. So that is all about that. So if it comes to that, the next process is called as absorption. Now digestion is over. So means in the sense of complex substances is breaking down into, understanding, a simpler substances which can soluble, understanding, soluble. So now this after that what will happen? We are asking. So if you observe that, what is the third step in the nutrition? Absorption. What is the meaning of absorption means in the sense of, remember, after digestion, these food molecules will become what? Small, very, very small, and they are soluble. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So in this absorption, in the digestion process, food will be making into small pieces as well as they will be soluble. Understand? So that is why, understanding, the food is already become very small and it is soluble. Small and soluble. So now, after this, what will happen means, remember, the soluble food molecules can pass through the walls of our intestine. Walls of our intestine. What intestine, Ra? We have two intestines, small intestine and
Large intestine.
Large intestines.
Small intestine.
So, whatever this food which is broken down into small and it is soluble, it will start passing through the walls of our intestine, and from their intestine, understanding, it will go into the blood. It will start going to the what? Going to blood. Understand? Because why it is going to the blood? Ra? Can anybody? Why it is going to the blood? Because
blood carries it through the
whatever in our body from one part to another part is only carried by blood. Suppose my hand is having food, is it carried by my legs? hand will carry towards the legs? No, it cannot supply to the brain. It cannot supply to the heart. Only I will eat. That's all. So inside whatever it is prepared, it will be supplied from there to everywhere throughout the body part, each and every part with the help of what? Only blood. That is why this soluble and simple food will be start passing through the walls of our intestine, and from there it will go into the blood. Now, the process in which this digestive food passes through the intestinal walls into the bloodstream, that is only called as, what we should call? Absorption.
Absorption.
Understand? So the small and soluble food going through the walls of intestine, understand? Walls of intestine and going into the blood is only called as absorption. What we should call? Absorption. Now, if absorption is over, what is the next process called as?
Assimilation.
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 Understand? Now, the food or else the energy which you have eaten, which has been reached now in the form of small and soluble, through where it reaches to the blood now. Understand? So now, from blood to what will happen? It will carries the absorbed food to all the parts of the body. Is it yes or no? Is it yes or no? All of you.
Yes, sir.
So now, assimilation means, as we know that the food is already reached to the blood. So now, what will happen? This blood will carry this to what? All the parts of the body. All the parts of the body, it will start supplying with the help of blood. So now, if you'll see that, the food then enters into each and every cell of the body where it is used for producing energy and making the materials for the growth and the repairing of the body. So you don't think that energy is releasing here, just the food is supplying with the help of blood, it is going each cell of the body, each cell of the body. So as we know that here only the process will take place, understand? So there only the energy will release, so which is required for our growth as well as repairing of our body parts. So that is why the process in which the absorbed food by whom? Absorbed food by whom?
Blood.
Blood will be carried, understanding, will be taken by the body cells and used for energy, growth and repair of the body parts is only called as, what we should call?
Assimilation.
Understand? So now, the energy, food is reached to the cell and the energy is released. Understand? It will be useful. They are producing the products like which will help in growth of the body as well as repair the body. Understand? Now, after that, some wastage will be there. Some process is taking place, means in the sense of some wastage will be present. So this process is only called as assimilation. What we should call? Assimilation.
Assimilation.
So now assimilation is there, but still some wastage will be coming. So the whole food which we are eating, it cannot be digested by our body. Some part of the food which we eat remains undigested. Understand? Undigested. Remains undigested or insoluble, we can call. Remember, this is the new thing we are studying. Undigested, as we know that undigested only we used to call it as insoluble. Understand? So this insoluble, what will happen? This insoluble food, what will happen? Which cannot be used by our body. Sir, then I can store it in my body, correct, sir? No. Which is not used
It
by
gets
our body,
removed from the body, sir.
which are undigested, it cannot be stored in our body. It must be come out, so that this undigested part of the food is then removed from the body, in the form of, understand, feces when we go to toilet. Understand? So that feces, FAECES. Remember, feces. So in the form of feces, we go to the toilet, it will be coming out. So that excretion process, understanding the process in which the undigested food is removed from the body is only called as fifth process of understanding nutrition. That is only called as what, Amma?
Digestion.
Understanding excretion, or we can call it digestion. Digestion is the correct word, or is basically generally we can go for excretion. Understand? That is the thing. So these are called as understanding 5 steps which are involved in understanding nutrition. Okay, so now we will write from the first. Right, different steps in the process of nutrition we have written. See, actually these 5 steps they will ask you so many times with an explanation also. So that is why each and everybody must involve in which step what is happening, because actually like one MCQ question it will come like this: ingestion, understanding, ingestion, later it will go for digestion, physical process and chemical process. Don't think that names will come directly. After that what it is? Absorption. Absorption means here will come blood will come directly. Not will they won't give directly absorption. They will give blood. By the time also process is correct or not? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Digestive food is reached to the blood. That is only called as absorption. Like that we should remember. So that process should be very important. Right now, ingestion, all of you. Ingestion. How many of you understand this clearly? It's very easy only.
Sir,
Right? Yeah. That is.
Yes, sir.
Anybody having any doubt, you can ask me. Ashika, on the day you asked me assimilation, you understand now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you, sir.
Ingestion. The process of taking food into the body. The process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. The process of taking the food into the body is called ingestion. Next, second one, digestion. Second one, sir, do simple cells needs extra food to repair cells compared to those cells which need food only to carry out routine functions. Dina, suppose you see, if you have worked hard today, for example, you will feel more hungry. Do yes or no? If you go for field work, physical work, you will require more energy. Is it yes or no? On that day, you will eat a little bit more extra food. Yes or no, Dina? Actually, few times our body cells, suppose we are functioning, means we are doing any kind of physical work or extra, then by the time our body cells required, they need to produce a lot of energy. So that is why by the time the extra food is needed for that time. So that is why we people will eat more amount of food. So is it a particular cell which will release more energies or less energy? Is not there. So every cell depend upon their functions, they will carry out the process and they will release the energy. Understand? Suppose you can take understanding platelets. Platelets are the what? They are the protectors. We can call it as like a security guards of our body. They are the immune power of ours. So they should release the energy always. So suppose few times you were infected with a fever or something. So by the time the energy is not sufficient to defeat them. That is why we are taking what as tablet. Do you understand, Dina? Repair cells, that is what? Understanding. So depend upon the situation. So if we eat more food, means in the sense of if we are, see simply if we are not functioning well, our body is like in isolation, we are not we are not doing more physical work, then our body is not required much energy. So that we will take less food, like lazy fellows. Those who are doing physical hard work, do you know those who are doing agriculture, they will eat this much rice or something every day, you can observe. Because their body is so much energy is required to survive. If not, they cannot. Depend upon our functionings only, our consumption of food will be present. That is right. Second one, digestion. The process in which the food containing the food containing, the process in which the food containing large food containing large insoluble molecules, large insoluble molecules is broken down into small water soluble molecules. Water soluble molecules is called digestion. Is called digestion. That's all. Next, so this digestion will be takes place both. What is the process? By the physical process or by
Chemical process.
physical methods. So it will be taking place by physical methods as well as chemical methods. So that is the
Chemical.
most important thing. So all of you note it down. It will be taking place by physical methods as well as chemical methods. Physical methods, what is that? Chewing and grinding.
Grinding.
Understand? And chemical methods, releasing of what? Addition of digestive juices. So that juices only what we used to call? Enzymes
Enzymes.
released by our digestive system. That is. Write it. Next what? After this, absorption. Understand? So what is the meaning of absorption? What is the meaning of absorption? What is the meaning of absorption? I'm
So
asking.
they will turn to energy.
No energy, Padmavashini. Just the broken down food.
Blood.
Food is soluble, will be stopped to the walls of intestine and will be finally reaches to the
And will
blood.
reaches to the blood.
Understand? That is. Do it now. Right. The process in which the digested food passes through the digested food passes through the digested food passes through the intestinal wall. Intestinal wall. Understanding? Into blood. Intestinal wall into blood. Intestinal wall into blood stream. Understanding? Blood stream is called absorption. Is called absorption. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That is. Do it. Absorption. Absorption after what? Assimilation.
Assimilation.
Assimilation. Now, let us go for it. Right. The process in which the absorbed food is the process in which the absorbed food is the absorbed food is taken in by body cells, taken in by body cells, taken in by body cells and used for energy, and used for energy, growth, used for energy, growth and repair of the body. Repair of the body is known as, or else is called assimilation. Repair of the body is called assimilation. Is called assimilation. Willy only dena. That Willy, that is while we are studying the intestine, Dina, I will teach you very clearly, slowly. Is it okay, Dina? Now actually we don't need to study about the villis. Actually we have a small intestine contains small structures called as villis. So that only food is absorbed. But that is not we are studying now, correct? It is not even started. I think maybe madam has taught you that. Correct, Ra, Dina? I will teach you that. Don't worry. That is, we are going to study the next only. After this, we are going to study the nutrition in amoeba. That is a smaller animals. Later, like us, our intestine only will study. By the time I will teach you everything with clearly. Don't worry. Do it. It's called assimilation. See, I will go in a process like stepwise. I cannot jump directly. You have to remember that. That is called as what? Assimilation. So after assimilation, what is the last one?
Digestion.
Ingestion. Sorry, digestion. Right. Digestion. Easy. Digestion. Digestion. Right. The process in which the undigested also we can call it as what?
Insoluble.
Called as what? Insoluble. Understand? That is the process in which the undigested food is removed from the body is called digestion. Removed from the body is called digestion. Is it clear, Amma? Any doubt? Anybody can ask. I hope all of you clear, correct? So 5 steps.
Yes, sir.
Each and every step and what is happening, everything. So once we are studying the human digestive system, I will explain you what is that functioning and what is the structures of intestine and all everything. Like what Dana is asking now. Sorry, is it that Willy only, correct, sir? He is asking. Yes, Willy only. That is, I will teach you when that we are studying that. So now we are going to study understanding. The next concept is nutrition in simple animals. Understand? So what is that? All of you keep reading.
Nutrition in simple animals.
Simple animal. So what is this simple animals also I will say. Understand? So if we take here nutrition in simple animals means in the sense of the unicellular animals. What is the nutrition will takes place in unicellular understand unicellular animals, that is only called as nutrition in simple animals. Nutrition in simple animals. Remember, in this we are going to study, understand. So two simple animals called as, first one, the well-known animal for you all, that is only called as, what we should call?
Amoeba.
Amoeba.
AMOEBA, amoeba. And the next one is called as paramecium. What we should call?
Paramecium.
So these are the two simple animals which we are going to study. Understand? So these are the two very simple animals. So the body of each of these consists of how many cells? Ra?
One
Amoeba
cell.
and paramecium. How many cells? Only they
Unit
contain
cell.
single cell alone. Understand?
Single cell
Contains
organism.
single cell only. So that is why, as we know that class 9th you have studied. So the animals, those who contains only single cell, what we should
Single
call?
celled organisms. Single
Unique-
celled organisms or unicellular organisms.
What we should call? Unique
Unicellular organisms.
organisms. So, unicellular
Unic-
animals, understand? Unicellular animals which contains only single cell. So, in unicellular animals, all the process of nutrition is performed by how many cells? Only
Single cell.
single cell. Understand? So, how they will perform? Single cell alone, how it can perform all the process of nutrition. Understanding? That is all we'll study in this concept. So nutrition in simple animals means in the sense of the nutrition in unicellular animals we are going to study. So now all of you first write nutrition in simple animals. Nutrition in simple animals. Nutrition in simple animals. Nutrition in simple animals. So as we know that simple animals means what? Unicellular animals. Understand? So the animals which contains only single cell is called as what? Unicellular animals. So you can write example. Amoeba and paramecium are two simple animals. Amoeba and paramecium are two simple animals which contains only single cell. Which contains single cell only. Which contains single cell only. Which contains single cell
Can you
only.
say again?
Amoeba and paramecium are the two simple animals. Amoeba and paramecium are the two simple animals. Two simple animals which contains or else which consist of a single cell only. Which consists of a single cell only. Which consists of a single cell only. Which consists of a single cell only. Full stop. They are called unicellular animals. 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 Next point. In unicellular animals, in unicellular animals, all the process of nutrition are performed by the single cell. Are performed by the single cell. Are performed by the single cell. Single cell. Full stop. So now let us see the discussion. First, shall we study what? You want paramecium or amoeba? I think your textbook given amoeba only, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now
Yes,
all
sir.
of you keep heading nutrition in amoeba. What is the spelling of amoeba? A-M-O-E-B-A. Understanding? Amoeba. So let us see now. Just listen first, all of you. As we know that, what is this amoeba? Amoeba is a what?
Single celled organism.
Single
Unicellular.
cell organism or unicellular animal. So it is the unicellular organism or animal. So now if you'll observe here, amoeba eats, understanding, if you'll observe, amoeba eats a tiny plants and animals. Just it will eat a tiny plant. Sir, how you observe, sir? With the help of microscope. Understanding, it will eat only a very tiny, understanding, very a tiny, understanding, a body parts of animals and understanding a tiny plants and animals, which are very, very small. Understanding? Tiny plants and animals as food, which float in water. Which float in where? Which will float in where?
Water.
Water, in which it lives.
Water.
Actually, amoeba lives in where? Inside the water.
Water.
It is used to float on the surface of water for their survives. Understand? So the mode of nutrition in amoeba is, can you say we have a 3 modes of nutrition? So amoeba is belongs to what? Anybody, any guess? Anybody, any guess? Try to remember the definitions. Any idea? We have a type of nutrition called as halozoic nutrition. Do you remember?
Halozoic. Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the meaning of halozoic nutrition? Anybody? Those who remembered, you can say. What is the meaning of halozoic nutrition? Nobody is there.
Organism feed other organism.
Amma? Speak, Amma. Hare, see your notebook, at least you can say. What is halozoic nutrition? This is too bad. What is halozoic nutrition, I'm asking?
Sir, feeding on soil food.
Organisms consumes complex food. Nitish Kumar is saying organisms consumes complex food. Is it the definition I have given, Nitish?
No, sir. The halozoic nutrition is the nutrition which an organism take the complex organic food into by the process of ingestion. The ingested food is digested and then absorbed into the body cells of the organisms.
Okay. Very good.
The undigested and the absorbed part of it is
understand.
thrown out on the body with the process of it.
Okay, so that is why. So here, if you'll observe, amoeba can eat only plants, tiny plants and animals. So that is why, understand, it is under a mode of nutrition called as halozoic nutrition. What we should call? Halozoic nutrition. So the process of obtaining food by the amoeba, understand, the process of food which is obtaining food by the amoeba is called as phagocytosis. Understanding? Cytosis. Phagocytosis. What we should call? Phago. P-H-A-G-O. Phagocytosis. C-Y-T-O-S-I-S. So what is the meaning of this phagocytosis? It is absorption or obtaining food by the amoeba is called as phagocytosis. So what is the meaning of this one means? A self-feeding. What we should call? Self-feeding. It is not having a mouth like us.
Feeding
It is
on
having
solid
a
substance.
cell. So with that cell itself, it will eat. That is why this mode of eating of food, consuming of food is called as phagocytosis. Understanding? Cytosis. Phagocytosis means in the sense of a single feeding, self-feeding, single self-feeding. So the steps involved in this nutrition of amoeba, what is the steps involved? Digestion. What is the steps involved in nutrition?
Ingestion, digestion.
What is the steps involved? Again, same steps. How many? 5 steps we have. What is that?
Ingestion,
Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and
assimilation,
this is taking place in you. You also, you are multicellular organism. Yours also these 5 steps are taking place. Amoeba, single cellular organism. In that also it is taking place. So all the process of this nutrition are even performed by a single cell of amoeba also. So that is only we are going to study in the next class. But this absorption of food by the amoeba, which is to called as what? Understanding? Cytosis. Phagocytosis. Write it. All of you. Amoeba eats tiny plants and animals. Amoeba eats tiny plants and animals as food. Amoeba eats tiny plants and animals as food, which floats in water, in which it lives. in which it lives. In which it lives. The mode of nutrition in amoeba is, what is that? What is that?
Halozoic nutrition.
Nutrition. So what is saying? Mode of nutrition.
Halozoic nutrition.
Halozoic nutrition. Understand? The mode of nutrition in amoeba is halozoic, and the process of obtaining food, by amoeba is called phagocytosis. Spelling PHAGO, phagocytosis. PHAGO CYTOSIS, phagocytosis. Bracket you can write. What is the meaning of phagocytosis? Self-feeding. Understanding? Because it contains only single
Self-feeding.
cell. That is the reason. So the single cell also contains 5 steps of nutrition. What is that 5 steps?
Ingestion,
What is that 5 steps?
digestion, assimilation, absorption, assimilation,
Absorption,
digestion.
assimilation, and digestion. So that is all we will study in the next class. So with this, I am going to stop. Thank you all.